of love. We're live. Join the conversation at 512-836-0590.
Yeah.
Now, here are Todd and Don.
So glad you chose to join us. You can jump in here at 512-836-0590.
Hey.
You know we do this weekdays. It's the Daily Dossier.
Daily.
The top 5 stories you need to know about before you get to hell, meaning that cubicle. You know you don't want to be there, but you need to know what's going on.
What you need to know before you get to hell.
23 governors are back in California, and it's a showdown with the Trump administration over relaxing vehicle mileage standards. Yeah, the governors signed a pledge just yesterday to stick it to the Obama administration's program, the annual tightening in mileage standards that reduces climate-changing carbon emissions. The Trump administration says demanding ever more fuel-efficient vehicles will drive up the cost of a car and keep roads less safe and older vehicles on the road longer. Also in the dossier, lawyers for Texas are back in court arguing that Obamacare is unconstitutional. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's spokesperson, Mark Rylander.
Our office is simply going to ask the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit to uphold a U.S. District Court's ruling that declared Obamacare unconstitutional in its entirety.
Also in the dossier, Travis County commissioners will vote today on an emergency evacuation route for Steiner Ranch in response to the fires in 2011 that forced evacuations and damaged several homes. There are 2 options on the table now. It's either $980,000 for a gated road that would be accessed during emergencies, or a $7.2 million permanent public road that could be used 24/7. The county has signaled they'd prefer the gated option. It's a little bit cheaper, and more than 1,000 residents have signed a petition opposing the permanent road. Also in the dossier, there's still ongoing debate over expanding Austin's convention center. Critics say there's no need, citing the $43 million in annual operating losses just last year alone. Did you hear what I said? $43 million.
So let's add on.
But Scott Joslove with the Texas Hotel and Lodging Association tells Fox 7 News an expansion is needed, and it would revitalize that area.
50% of the business that wants to come to Austin, we have to turn away because of lack of availability or lack of space. That means we have a facility that's basically obsolete.
Yeah, there's a petition circulating in opposition to the expansion that's calling for a public vote on this issue. And a major traffic shift we need to tell you about. It's coming to Highway 183 in East Austin. The Mobility Authority, Steve Postelnick, he says they're going to demolish and rebuild the bridge over the Colorado River as part of the 183 South project.
We will be shifting traffic out to the new frontage roads in the southbound direction between Balm Road and across the Colorado River. That'll be the first phase.
Yeah, the first changes come as early as this morning, or rather tomorrow night, that is. And more phases are planned in the coming days and weeks. Now you're up to date in your daily dossier. It's on the front page of our websites at newsradioklbj.com.
You know, going back to the story about the convention center there, the expansion and you know the fact that we're talking about expanding and spending millions and millions and millions on something that we're having a millions and millions of dollar loss every year. And some saying that we don't need it, but Austin doesn't do good at that. Austin never does. City of Austin, as far as planners, they never go, we don't need it. They don't operate that way.
No.
It's always spend money and build it at any cost.
Well, it's not their money. It's not their money.
Can it be just okay every now and then to accept, you know what, we don't need it? We don't need it right now.
It's a hard sell knowing the current convention center is losing $43 million a year. It's a hard sell to invest $1 billion to build another one. The mayor says we need to build another one so that we can create a special taxing district where we can generate funds to help the homeless, get them off the streets. That's part of it. But also the fact you heard there talking about the Hotel Motel Association, we're losing convention business to bigger cities.
So that's why we have a loss. That's why we have a loss, because we're not attracting business because of the facilities we have. I don't know. I think that is a tough sell, because to me that seems like, well, let's build it and just kind of see what happens.
Listen, Austin's going to lose even more convention center business, even more, when the Kalahari Resorts on 79 opens up. That place is going to be beautifully amazing.
Yes, and the other issue is they're going to lose a lot of business because of the homeless ordinances that they repealed, you've got a huge amount of homeless people now that are right around the convention center. I think address that first, then we'll talk about spending $1 billion later.
Yeah.
On you got to address your immediate problems first, and then if we don't have anything else to spend the money on or vote to spend the money on, then we'll look at it.
Listen, stay with us. A judge has halts a ruling requiring drug prices in TV ads. We'll explain the details of that coming up at 7:20. We'll take a look at Austin's on-time traffic and our forecast. That's all straight ahead as well. You thinking about selling your home and you want to sell it fast and for more money? You should reach out to our friend Chris Waters. As you know, he's the broker and owner of Waters International Realty. We've been talking about him for years. Right this very minute, he has a list of more than 12,000 people that are specifically looking to buy a home in Austin. He can line you up using data and artificial intelligence and get you hooked up with a person that wants to buy your home. He's got this amazing skill, a proven, repeatable marketing system that just works. In fact, he could get you a guaranteed offer in 72 hours.
Here's a good story from John here in Austin. He said, we were originally going to list our home with a friend that was going to give offer a discounted commission. But decided to hire Chris Waters. Good move. Chris and his team put their marketing machine to work. They had 3 offers on their home and sold in $11,000 over asking price, and they ended up netting $35,000 more by not being suckered into an offer for one of those Wall Street home flippers.
Yeah, sell your home today. Call Chris, 649-4000. That's 649-4000. Or online, ChristopherWaters.com with 2 T's, ChristopherWaters.com.
True Skin Dermatology is celebrating Patient Appreciation